What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new trailer breakdown, this time a really special one. That's right, the wait of months and months is over and Star Wars The Last Jedi's second trailer is finally here. This really gave us more of a little bit of an inside look at the plot of Episode 8, whereas the last one was a little bit more of a true teaser just meant to build up the hype. If you're hoping to go into this thing as blind as possible, knowing as little as possible about the movie, take the advice of director Rian Johnson and Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, and stay away from this trailer. I mean, it's not like BVS Doomsday trailer situation where there's spoilers for the third act or anything, but as I said, if you want to be as spoiler-free as possible, there are some plot points that are revealed that are just mind-blowing, so click away now. Our trailer opens with narration from Supreme Leader Snoke, in person and non-hologram this time from the sound of his voice, as on screen we see Kylo looking out at a factory, the new ATM-6 is on crate, Kylo leading First Order stormtroopers and picking up his lightsaber. Judging from the background of that last shot, it looks like this might take place on Snoke's flagship, the Supremacy, if the reports about the ship are correct, and it could be Kylo reporting back immediately after the events of the first film, as his helmet is intact and still on here. We then jump to Rey on Ahch-To, handing the lightsaber to Luke, while she speaks in the background about something inside her, most likely her connection to the Force, being awakened and how she needs help training and controlling it. And this is a really cool sequence as we get more shots of the planet, including her walking through a misty Dagobah-like area, and another angle of the extreme wide shot from the first trailer confirming that yes, that is just a rock and it's not Yoda, unfortunately. We also see Luke's training more in depth as he counsels her in meditation while her powers manifest and really just change the world around her. She cracks this massive rock, she makes shards of earth fly up around her, while Luke looks on in shock and kind of horror. Right after that, kind of a juxtaposition there, we also get a few shots of the destruction of Luke's temple, showing that the Jedi Master was somehow incapacitated while it was attacked, as we see his hand reaching through a pile of wooden rubble. And one of the shocking twists of the trailer, it looks like Luke refuses to teach Rey. He says he's seen her level of power only once before, and it didn't scare him then, but it does now. And this is pretty obviously a reference to Kylo, which is all but confirmed when it's juxtaposed with those shots of the destruction of his temple. But the fact that Skywalker won't be completing Rey's training is a massive twist and a departure from the Episode 5 format a lot of folks thought this movie would follow, as in that movie it was the student that left training early, but hey, I mean at least Luke's consistent. We see that Kylo, 6 scar and all, destroys his helmet while talking about letting the past die, before the trailer cuts to a First Order attack on a small group of Resistance ships, led by Kylo in his personal TIE silencer. And it looks like strong connections to the Force aren't the only thing that run in the Skywalker family, because Ben's got some of Granddad's piloting skills too, although his dad probably chipped in a fair share there. Taking aim at the control center of the flagship, it seems like he might be the one that takes out his mother as well, although we do see Leia again later in a shot on Crate. Interestingly enough, it looks like Leia might sense her son through the Force here, and she reaches out and contacts him, although we don't really know if that keeps him from pulling the trigger or not. The trailer would definitely have you believe not. Action shots on action shots. We see the Millennium Falcon chased by TIE fighters, more shots of that space battle while a now determined Poe talks about being the spark that'll burn the First Order down. In a scene that's sure to be a showstopper, Finn gets a TR-8R electric staff of his own and goes toe-to-toe with Phasma in what looks like a damaged Imperial facility, which we see more shots of later in the trailer. This very likely has something to do with Finn's undercover mission with Rose in the film, as we see he's wearing a First Order officer's uniform here, something that we had previously seen in that behind-the-scenes featurette. Luke warns Rey that whatever she's planning won't work out the way she thinks, and whether this is an Empire Strikes Back, see, I have to save my friend moment, or she feels like she can take out Kylo or Snoke, we'll just have to wait and see. But it does look like Rey will leave training early, it's just whether Luke is training her or not remains to be seen. It looks like this movie might have its own version of the infamous Dagobah cave scene, as Rey emerges from the water in a dark cave to see Luke standing there in equally dark robes. And really, it's interesting. I think they're setting up this dynamic for Luke to be kind of the Yoda figure, maybe, where he doesn't want to train Rey because of what happens with Kylo, like Yoda didn't want to train Luke because of what happened with Anakin, but then maybe we see some Force Ghost action. Maybe the ghost of Obi-Wan will come back, or the ghost of Yoda, or Anakin himself will come back, and maybe either train her or convince Luke to keep training her. That's just my personal guess. But the trailer saves 2 show-stopping moments for last. First, as Snoke tells someone to fulfill their destiny, we see him on screen in person for the very first time, only for the shot to pull back and reveal that he has Rey in his Force grip. To me, this suggests that maybe Rey's mission is to take out Snoke and end the First Order's grip on the galaxy, which Luke definitely would have cautioned her against, in the same way that Yoda and Obi-Wan cautioned him about going to Bespin. But arguably the biggest moment comes in the final scene. Rey tells someone just off screen that she needs someone to show her place in all this, only for it to be revealed that she's talking to Kylo, who then reaches out his hand. So this could mean a lot of things, but at the very least it looks like there's another side to Ben Solo that we got a teeny glimpse of in The Force Awakens. And fan theorists should be going absolutely nuts, as this could potentially back up theories that Kylo's been a double agent all this time, or that he's going to return to the light, or that Rey would fall to the dark side, which has been my personal favorite for a long time. Personally, I think it would be really interesting if Snoke is just done with Kylo after his failure in the first movie, leading him to either try and train his own apprentice to take out his old master, or opening the door for a potential return to the light. That, though, is where our trailer ends, and honestly, December 14th just cannot get here soon enough. Luke being so hesitant to train Rey after realizing her power is the main thing that I think audiences would be most shocked by in the theaters, especially if they haven't seen this trailer, and that's maybe the thing I'm most curious about now. I mean, we know his temple was destroyed, but what made him so fearful of this? I always assumed it was just like a surprise attack by Kylo and the Knights of Ren, but it might not have been. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below, and specifically, what was your favorite moment in this trailer, and does this change your opinion on the movie at all? That's gonna do it for me here, though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. For more content, check out our website at hybridnetworkyt.com, and if you love HN and want to take your support for the channel to the next level, consider supporting us on Patreon as we strive to bring you the best content possible. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.